Okay, hey guys, we are back for another trailer coming out from E3, guys. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
This is Star Wars Battlefront multiplayer gameplay called Walker Assault on Hoth.
Ooh. You can't have Battlefront without having Hoth.
And you're absolutely right. What game hasn't had a Hoth level?
Right?
Right?
It's just an iconic battle.
Yeah.
You gotta have Hoth.
So good. The ice trenches.
Yeah, I remember Star Wars Shadows of the Empire had that amazing Hoth level. I think it was that had like that really cool ship level in the beginning, and then you would start as Dash Rendar, single player, first person. Yeah. But it always had that awesome Hoth that I always played it over and over and over again.
Well, Rogue Squadron had it too, but I'm not sure which one really did it better because both felt really nice.
Rogue Squadron definitely had the flight mechanics a lot better. Shadows of the Empire, I think it kind of had more of a rail system to it, especially I think the later space stuff. But Battlefront, I mean, I've played the first and the second. I played the second a lot.
Yeah, I did too.
I had it on PC. I would play it all the time. It was really fun. And we had rumors of a Battlefront 3 coming out. There was even like a trailer leaked after. I can't remember what studio was putting it on.
I forget. I mean, DICE has been doing it since. Yeah. So I would assume it'd have been them, but it could have been anyone.
Well, it wasn't DICE. It was another studio that actually went bankrupt or they closed down, and they had the game almost finished. Right, they even had a system where you could go from atmosphere to space in your.
That's what I would love. I've always loved flight combat stuff.
Yeah,
that's been my favorite.
That would have been really
Top
cool
Gun.
to be able. Yeah, to be able to go from the surface of a planet to a Star Destroyer in space.
That would be so cool.
That would have been really cool. And then they had the single player. It was like a clone with a sword fighting a Jedi. It was really interesting. It was a really interesting take on it, but unfortunately it was scrapped and people have been waiting forever, and now DICE has taken over.
Sounds just like 1313 or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was kind of like 1313, which was kind of being set up by Clone Wars a little bit.
Yeah,
then
they brought that back.
But Disney came in and they said, well, we have other plans, and if we have to sacrifice everything for new Star Wars movies, I'll do whatever. But Battlefront 3 is kind of a icing on the cake.
Battlefront 2 I played a ton. I played 1 a little bit, but I got Battlefront 2, and my favorite thing was just having the Jedis, Yoda, or the hero characters like Boba Fett with his jetpack and stuff, and that stuff was cool. I liked that. Yeah. And then the space combat that they added was one of my favorite things to do, was just fly around, and you could take out the ships from outside or from inside. So I loved doing that. So as long as they have some kind of space combat / just flying combat stuff, that would be what I want to do.
Now, I've heard a rumor that there's no space combat. Now, I mean, not to say that there's no space or spaceships in the game.
Okay. As long as I can fly.
You just can't. I don't think that you can actually fly them.
I want to provide air cover while you guys.
I think you have to call. I think you call in there. I don't know. I guess I don't really know. That's what I had heard. The cool thing I like about the design of this game, so from what I've heard, is that they've really, really gone back, found the original locations, the reference material. They've gone to Lucas Archives, that kind of thing.
That'd be good.
And tried to make it look as good as they can. But just like those original movies. Like whenever you get hit, it's like an explosion and smoke coming off you rather than some kind of fake particle. It's because they used to put those squibs on those actors and just blow their chest up.
It was
so anyway,
kind of dangerous.
Yeah, we've talked enough. Let's go ahead and just watch this, and we can talk a little bit after. So in 3, 2, 1. PlayStation. Actual multiplayer gameplay footage
captured from PlayStation 4. Yeah,
looks pretty good.
Wow, that looks exactly like the hallway.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in first person already.
Yeah, I think you can have an option of doing first person or. That's good.
Wow. I'm still amazed by 60 frames per second how smooth it looks.
Pre-alpha? This is pre-alpha? Wow.
Yeah. Hey, it's Nia Nub.
Oh.
Snow Troopers.
Yeah.
Sound effects are so good.
Oh,
TIE Fighters.
Oh, look at this destroyer over there. Oh, okay, so you're on the side of the Empire
now.
Yeah,
we're on the other side.
Wow, the particles look so good.
Yeah, they do.
Destroy the upland?
What? I like the smoke effects. They're not overdone, They're very 70s. or 80s, I guess, by this point.
Ooh, grenade. Is that a grenade?
Oh,
That was
implosion
cool.
grenade or
That was
something.
like, that's neat.
Nice.
So yeah, Battlefront
Oh,
has
it's so
that.
good.
Battlefront has that, like, you have to capture bases throughout the map,
Mhm.
right? Are they keeping that in
Well,
this game?
there was
Is it-
bases that helped you respawn at locations, but then
Yeah.
you had like say each team had 100 respawns.
Okay.
I don't know if they're still doing
Okay,
that.
so it was more like a battlefield kind of thing where tickets
I love
Yeah.
seeing the ion
Okay.
cannons in the back firing up the Star
actually
Destroyers.
recoiling and everything.
Yeah.
Ah,
Go, go, go. Who's going to step
I
on you?
got a jetpack. You see that?
Oh.
Jetpack.
it's just like a little like jump, but
Yeah.
So I wonder if you can actually like steer, or is it always like a forward-facing
Oh.
thing?
Nice.
Oh, so good.
This looks like a lot of fun, I have to say.
Wow. So you guys mentioned that there was a lot of third-person
Now,
shots before.
Well, I haven't seen any third-person gameplay.
are we in the AT-AT?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. X-Wing fighter just went by.
Dude, that would be so much fun.
Oh,
Oh, you can switch your... Okay.
switch your view.
Like an airstrike? Oh,
Oh, he's calling an airstrike.
So you can
from
call
the-
airstrike, but I don't think
Oh
you can
my
fly. in
gosh.
the
that's
game.
really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look out.
Oh,
And
you
now
can.
you're there. Okay, so you
you
can
can
fly.
fly.
So you
Yes!
can fly in the atmosphere. Then.
Good. As
Okay.
long as I can fly. I want to fly. I want to do that.
Yeah.
A tow cable. Use a tow cable.
Oh.
They're a lot faster than...
Tow
Going in,
cable, tow
tow-
cable.
That armor's too thick
Yes!
to blast the fire. Oh, look out.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's so cool that you
Oh
can
my
see it
gosh.
happening.
Oh.
Oh
That
my
looks so
gosh,
cool.
That's
Nice.
I good.
I like the snow.
Well, like, yeah, the,
Yeah, the distortion or the disruption and everything.
Yeah.
TIE fighters run.
I like that the explosions on the ground from the fighters and everything, that they're actually like fire and plasma and stuff rather than just like snow.
You know,
puffs.
it's interesting that the... Okay, so you can go into first person here then. with this.
Oh, that looks so good.
See, I like the idea of the first person, but, you know...
Oh, canyon!
Like when you're going through a canyon like that, it has to be so much harder.
I'd want to fly like that every time.
Yeah.
Me too.
I like the trench warfare.
The AT-AT's like right there. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Wow.
See, okay, you're a Rhodian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
That's cool, because I think the last time you were just humans.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can like make characters. What's it? Like a shield?
He activated a shield, yeah.
Oh, to cover for an airstrike.
That's
Well, it
pretty
broke,
cool.
That's
but
neat.
He activated it. Uh-oh.
Oh,
I
force
think
choke.
we got some Lord Vader action. Oh,
Oh,
shit!
Oh
Yeah.
crap! He's right there.
Whoa!
That looks
Skywalker?
pretty cool.
That's Luke with the green saber
Yeah,
on Hoth?
it's like Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It's
Wow,
like-
he looks good.
Yeah. It's kind of weird, but it looks awesome. Ooh,
Nice.
that was cool.
Oh.
Oh,
So they're gonna have some good lightsaber combat in this? I don't know. I guess we'll
I wanna
find out.
see, like-
We'll
but
see.
I wonder what the lightsaber combat gameplay is
Oh,
like.
looks
Because
so
I think in
good.
the last one you didn't really have much, right? So that's, I mean, SWTOR is an exciting, Star Wars: The Old Republic, Knights of the Fallen Empire, Sacrifice trailer. That was a cool trailer just to watch, but it doesn't get me as excited to play the game as that right there.
Like,
That-
I
was,
got chills like 3 times.
Yeah.
Just from that.
that was really cool. One moment when he's going through the trench and the AT-AT's right there, like the
Yeah.
trench can cover you because he can probably step and not even go through the trench.
oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I like the when he's flying, he's going through the canyon. Like,
Yeah,
in
that was-
between,
that
like,
looked
I like-
really good.
That was
That
that.
just seems like a kind of game that you don't have to worry about leveling up in story. You can just sit down with some friends when you have an hour to kill.
And just
And
play
just play.
a game that you love.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I really need to get a PlayStation 4.
So do I.
I'm interested to see what all like levels they'll have. Like in 2, they had prequel and original levels
Yeah.
and stuff. Like you could be like the droid army, You know, you could be.
I've heard that they're not going to be focusing on the prequel. It's just going to be original trilogy, which to me just sounds like, oh, you'll be able to pick up the prequel trilogy pack and DLC for $40.
True.
You know?
I thought I saw where like you could get the first DLC for free by pre-ordering, but I think that's supposed to take place on like Jakara.
Jakara. The first DLC package will be
The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens battle that causes the Star Destroyer to fall onto Jakar. Right? I think that's the name of the planet.
Jakara, something like that.
Jakara. But the thing about that is that that planet, which was uninhabited, like the people that live there and that we're going to be seeing in the movie are like the survivors and the descendants of the survivors from that battle.
Oh, wow.
Like, you know, they had this battle and they just left them there. So
I just forgot about
them. Yeah, so like all of their like homes and construction and stuff is built from just salvaged material from the Star Destroyer, from what was within it, you know. So it's a really interesting idea.
That's neat. Yeah. I like that.
And I like the idea that we'll be able to play that battle and see, you know, and then just be able to fill in more, you know. It won't be like 100% canon, but it'll be canon enough where you feel like, you know, this is something I can't miss.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how I feel about before the game has come out, they're already planning DLC. Like, it can be a good thing, but it can be a bad thing. I just want to make sure that if I'm buying this at $60, there's a lot of content on it initially.
Yeah. And then I'm holding back content just for DLC.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, we'll hold out these things for DLC and get some more money from it, you know?
I mean,
that's my only issue with it.
We gotta face it, this is EA. They have a certain reputation for doing that kind of thing. I can't imagine that they're not going to have any prequel stuff in the game at all. There's no way that they don't release some kind of pack where you can play as Republic clone troopers and separatist war droids and stuff like that.
Geonosis or whatever.
And they'll replace them and you can pay $15 for a new pack. And, you know, I mean, that's just the world we live in today, and EA has become very successful and made a lot of money doing it. So I don't know if they'd stop it with the biggest franchise that they can now make games for, which is Star Wars, right? Game that has been the most long awaited with Battlefront. People have been asking for it for years. I mean, the only one I can think of that's bigger than that is Republic Commando.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
They never remade that game, and that was an amazing game, and it ended on a cliffhanger. But
that's fun.
So we'll probably never get anything new to that. But I'm glad that Battlefront's coming back. If I could have anything I really wanted for a new game, I mean, you could always say that you want like a KOTOR 3, but we have that with the Old Republic, really.
Yeah, the Old Republic has a lot of content in it.
It does. I mean, because it's an MMO, it has limitations of how far it can push its graphics and stuff like that, so it goes with that heroes look to it, you know. Personally, I would love to have another Jedi Knight game, which they had Jedi Knight Dark Forces, and they had, or Dark Forces Jedi Knight, and then they had Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy. Those were the absolute best games for lightsaber combat. You actually felt like you were in control of a sword, and you were like going in for range and stuff like that. If they could redo that with today's graphics, bring back Kyle Katarn to the new canon or something, I would love it. Because he's the Chuck Norris of Star Wars. He can do anything. I was kind of worried that they said they didn't. I mean, when they said they didn't have any space combat, I just assumed that meant, okay, so no fighters.
Maybe it's something they're going to add in DLC.
I'm sure it is. Maybe. It'd be so easy, right?
And I mean, they already have the basic engine on the ground. I don't know why they couldn't do it in, like,
well, it would be nice if, like, what you were talking about before, they showed the airstrikes. Mm-hmm. It'd be so cool if you could hop into, like, a X-Wing, fly up into space, try to take out the Star Destroyer that's causing these airstrikes. Yeah. You know, that would be so cool if that's how they did it. But
I mean, if you could go from ground, through the atmosphere, into space, to have a dogfight up there.
And then disrupt, like...
I mean, the arenas would be so big, you know?
Well, I mean, they could just be, like, a high ceiling, I suppose.
It'd be neat if they... You know, you also had, like, drop ships up there, too. It's like you could respawn up there and then have like a huge drop that you come in and like land behind enemy lines or something. That would be really interesting. Maybe not a lot of stuff they could do with that if they did that, but if they're not doing space combat, I doubt they're doing that. So. Yeah.
Anyway, okay, well that's everything we have for Battlefront. Definitely really interested in buying it. Gotta get PS4 first, so I gotta make some money first. So make sure you watch this and share it with all your friends, and we'll make like $5. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Aaron.
And we will see you guys next time for whatever reaction is going to be popping up. All right? See you later.